So we just ate lunch. It's about 3 o'clock. I want to attempt to. Okay, so I'm thinking this shelf is the same height, but I have like the little spacer adjusters on the bottom. So I'm gonna see if I can take everything off this shelf and take the little spacers off the bottom. Or not the spacers, but you know what I'm talking about, like the things that you can unscrew to like make it more level. And see if I can get it to the same height as this. Or maybe I'm just crazy and it's not the same shelf. I don't know. So I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna, see if I can get these shelves even, some kind of even. So these were the things I was talking about on the bottom, the little feet where you can adjust them so that if it's like unlevel, I'm going to see if that works. See if it makes it the same height. Which it doesn't. I mean, it's a little off. It's a little off, but this shelf has the same feet on the bottom, so I'm thinking maybe I can adjust those feet higher to make it even. It's a little better than it was. But now I need to fix this. So let me grab my hammer. So I don't know if you guys have ever put one of these shelves together, but they come with like these little brackets where you like snap it in place and then the shelf comes down on it and it kind of like wedges itself. So that's what you have to take off in order to excuse me. Whew, dusty. Okay. So now let's try to measure this up. Let's see. Where do I want it? There's nowhere to set these things. Okay, let me do it like this. That's better than what it was, right? Now let me do this one down here. My nose is running. I don't know why. Maybe because it's cold in here. My nose is running. I think it's because of the dust that came off of that shelf. Sorry, guys. This is real life, right? Okay. I should use a mallet, but RJ has all his tools put away, or you know, I don't know where his stuff is. Now, what would have been cool is if I had something to stick down here to keep it up, but. Let me see. That works. Okay. So got to take these things off. My legs are sore. I was doing some lunges yesterday. Now, I would have waited for RJ, but his classes started this week on Monday. So he's actually downstairs doing schoolwork. He would have, I know he would have helped me. It's just, I don't know. I think sometimes it's good to see if you can do things on your own, you know? Because what if, you know what I'm saying? What if you don't have no one to help you? You're going to have to learn how to do it by yourself anyway. So, let's see. That's, okay, so that is visually more like, okay, I can deal with that. Because, I need to change this. I need to change this one and get a new one because there's just a whole bunch of dust coming off of that one. Do you guys use these Swiffer things? This is like the Walmart brand of the refills. But it'd be so difficult to get this little thing back on here. Alright, I got it. So these things actually, they collect dust inside the fiber. So when I was dusting, it was just kicking up more dust. Let's get all the books put back. I did it. I try to organize as much as I can. I do know that I need to get some bookends, some heavy bookends, because I have some of these like flimsy plastic ones that I bought off Amazon and they just ain't working. So I try to get like a lot of my school books on this side, a lot of my criminal justice books here, some of the books that I use for a lot of my basics like U.S. history, math, English, writing class. These are some of my books that I bought when I needed to figure out how to basically heal my body from sugar, the liver, glucose, diabetes. These are some other school books, nonprofit organizations. This is an Old Testament book. This is a book I use for sociology. This was for history. Another diabetes book, Bible book, history book, algebra. And then that one I used for psychology, 3 Little Words. That's a very sad story. It's about a girl that was in foster care, but she came out on top. She's like a renowned author. I don't know if you guys have ever heard her story. Her name is Ashley Coulter. I did a project on her for my psychology or sociology class, one of those. But her book is called 3 Little Words. She was in foster care. It was a very sad story. But anyway, I got most of the things organized. I got a lot of my Bibles over here, Bible references, a lot of my notes, like when I do my Bible studies. Got a lot of these. All these binders are full of books that I bought for school that were not bound. So a bound book is like a book that's like this. It's like bound in a book. But they also sell loose leaf books that you can put in a binder that are like so much cheaper. So when they offer that option for school, I usually grab those instead of the bound books, because like this American court book, it tells you about the processes of all the court system in America. That was very expensive. I'm talking about hundreds of dollars. This book here, this is one of my favorite. These books I use all throughout my schooling because if I'm taking a criminal justice class, they're going to ask about some of these things. And then I also have the U.S. Constitution that I have to refer to a lot. And then also the Declaration of Independence that I have to refer to a lot for criminal justice. So I like to keep those like where I can get to it quickly. Dictionary of law. This has like all the words that, you know, if you don't recognize a word, because they use crazy words in law. This is one of my favorite books. Now, this book cost me over $100, but this book is like a breakdown of the entire criminal justice system in America. And in the back, what I love about this, I don't know if any of you guys are like criminal justice buffs or you like to, you know, watch crime cases, but in the back, it has every single case that has set precedences in the United States or has changed legislation. So, and it's in alphabetical order. So anytime I have to write a paper, which, guys, a lot of college stuff, in college, all you basically doing is you writing papers. That's what you're doing. You're researching and writing papers. That's what it's all about. And and the good thing about this is because when you do decide to go to college and you want to go all the way, like to get your doctorate, like I'm hoping and praying to do, you want to keep a lot of your books because you can go back and reference them. It's like you create your own library, you know. So if I need to look up a court case, I can look it up right here. And this book is going to have more detail than you can access online. If I need to look up something about court cases, that's here. And then also, there were some books that I got to print off of line because I paid for them online, and then I was able to print them off, and that's what this is here. I actually need to put all this into a legal box, because these are chapters of books. Like, for example, this one right here. This one is on terrorism, right? So this is the class number. This was chapter 13 from the book titled Criminal Law, Terrorism. And so, it costs a lot to print all this off, but printed all this off, and these are things that I keep because I can reference them in my classes that I'm taking in the future, like robbery, burglary related crimes, drug abuse, alcohol. So this is like literally books I had to print off from online that I paid for online. And so I have to keep all this stuff because you're going to need it in the future when you're writing your papers or dissertation or thesis or stuff like that. But I got this accomplished. Praise Almighty. I was able to do that. I feel complete right now. Now, one other task I would like to get done is putting in my shoe hanger thing so I can get some of these shoes off the floor and put them on that rack. But now I have all this here that I took off my shelf that I need to organize my desk. And this is my most important area here for when I'm doing schoolwork. Because I put my laptop here, and this is, my pen. This is my, this is the most important part here, is this area. So I need to get this knocked out, which I'll probably sit in here tonight, watch some YouTube, and just get this taken care of. But anyway, I got to get to dinner. I got to get the meat. I got to get my meat marinated because I'm going to be using the grill tonight. RJ bought these really, and I asked hubby if he could fix this for me. So when they moved in this very big refrigerator into my house, when we bought this refrigerator, they had to take my front door off. And when they moved it in, they broke this piece of wood here. So that's a piece of wood that was covering, it's covering over here, covers all the way to the wall. It was covering the tile and the wood floor, but when they brought this in, they actually broke that piece of wood. So hubby said that he would fix that for me because it's just, I don't know, it's just an eyesore, really. I don't care. I could put a rug over it or something. It just annoys me that it's broke, and it's been broke for a while. But anyway, so we have, these are beef short ribs. Usually we would marinate these with brown sugar, but we don't use sugar anymore. So I'm just going to marinate them in some garlic and onion puree and let them sit for about an hour. RJ is actually downstairs doing some homework. So I still have some lunch left over from my bowl that I made earlier. So I can snack on that till he's done. But I got to get these in the marinade. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me, helping me get that done. Because I'm telling you, when I do YouTube, it really helps me. It motivates me because it's like a checklist. You know what I'm saying? And I get to share what I'm doing and hear from you guys and get some input. But anyway, thank you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.